Hello and welcome back. GovDoc News, no opinions, just facts and summaries of government documents. You do the rest as usual. Back at it September 25th, 2025 with the President's Memorandum, Countering Domestic Terrorism and Organized Political Violence. All right. Here we have National Security Presidential Memorandum 7 from the President to address the rising issue of domestic terrorism and organized political violence in the United States. The memo highlights the recent assassination of Charlie Kirk and attempted assassinations of both the President and Supreme Court Judge Brett Kavanaugh in recent years. There is also mention of the riots in cities like Los Angeles and Portland, attacks on immigration and customs enforcement officers, and the recent shooting at an ICE facility in Dallas. The memo claims that these acts are not random, but part of an organized campaign that use intimidation, radicalization, and violence to silence opposition, influence policy, or disrupt democratic processes. Tactics highlighted in the memo include doxing, exposing personal information to encourage harassment or violence, radicalization, using platforms like social media, chat forums, and educational institutions to dehumanize targets and justify violence, and anti-fascism ideology, identifying anti-fascist movements as a common thread, claiming that they mislabel American principles like support for law enforcement or border control as fascist to justify violence. The directive tasks the National Joint Terrorism Task Force with leading a comprehensive effort to investigate and prosecute individuals and groups involved in political violence, including those that radicalize others or fund such activities. They will also target financial networks supporting domestic terrorism, with the Treasury Department tracing illicit funding and the IRS ensuring tax-exempt organizations are not involved. They will also coordinate with other agencies and law enforcement partners to disrupt these networks and prioritize crimes like assault, conspiracy, money laundering, and terrorism-related offenses. The Attorney General will issue guidance to focus on crimes like doxing, swatting, rioting, and assaults, and may recommend designating certain groups as domestic terrorist organizations. Also, more generally, domestic terrorism is now designated a national priority, with funding allocated for law enforcement to detect and prevent such threats. All right, that's it for this one. Kaimo, keep your mind open, do your own research, form your own opinion. See you next time.